Work experience in placements helps massively when it comes to gaining employability after graduation for students. It helps on a number of different levels. Firstly, it will give graduates the opportunity to take a first look at perhaps their career that they're interested in, gives them an opportunity to experience the job, the role, the sector, the industry that they are thinking that they might want to pursue as part of their career long term. It also helps them to give them an opportunity to put into practice some of the technical things they may have learnt whilst they've been here on a degree course with us at Teesside. But also, I think what's most important it helps them to develop their soft skills. So it gives them an opportunity whilst they're on work experience and placement to build their confidence, how to interact with other people, how to work in a team in a professional environment, and see what that difference is between university work and coursework and teamwork, and how that's translated into the real world and the professional world.
To gain graduate employment needs not just a degree, but also experience. Employers are looking for that. The more experience you have, the stronger position you're in to show that you can actually use the skills that you're developing on your degree in the workplace.
My advice to first years is really, really simple. Embrace as many opportunities as you can whilst you're here at university. So that's on a number of different levels. It's get involved and do something different. Push yourself outside your comfort zone, join a club, join a society, really do something that you've maybe never ever done before, because the rewards from an employability point of view may not be so obvious initially, but actually longer term you're really going to get a lot out of it. You're going to meet some new people, you're definitely going to build confidence, and you're definitely going to see a different side of your own personality and your own skills and strength. The other bit of advice is to do as much as you possibly can in terms of what might be available. So that could be attend a careers event, join up and volunteer with volunteers. If there are work experience and work placement opportunities within your school and on your course, go for everything. You know, as a placement officer here at the university, I'm always surprised how few students apply to opportunities. Many times when I speak to people one-on-one, they'll say, oh, it's not for me and I won't get it and it's not going to be something that's going to be viable. And actually, that isn't the case, but they just need a little bit more confidence in themselves. So university is a fantastic opportunity to do something different and to push yourself and take yourself out of that comfort zone and just embrace some new things, because I guarantee it'll be rewarding.
The advice I would give to first years is to get involved. A lot of people come to university and it's a big shock. There are lots and lots of things that you have to think about when you first arrive, where you're living with other people, your studies, the newness of it. And there is perhaps a temptation to think, well, you know, I'll think about my career later on, maybe in my second year or third year. It's too late. In many cases, those 2 summers, the end of your first year and the end of the second years, are the 2 most significant times you've got to get experience, or maybe through volunteering or doing some work experience during your first and second year as well. And as final year students will tell you, your final year is really busy. There's a lot of pressure on. So prepare early. Get engaged early. There are lots and lots of ways you can do it.
I think these days employers are very, very demanding, and I think they are well aware that universities work really hard to offer the students that are with them lots of opportunities, lots of curricular activities. And I think if you sit in front of an employer and your CV only contains your degree, it's only going to take you so far in the recruitment selection process. And I think that's the reality. And so that's why these extracurricular activities can really help. You know, employers get lots and lots of CVs through for jobs, and they're looking for people who are proactive, who will do more and go above and beyond. And so you've got to really demonstrate now that you're that person, and that's about getting involved in university life.
I spend a lot of time thinking about what employability thinks to me, because I have to try and explain it to other people as well. Everybody's got their own ideas about it. And it's not just employment. I've worked in the theatre as part of one of the things that I've done as well. Now, famously, in that particular area, 90% of the profession are out of work for 90% of the time. But does that mean they're not employable? No, it doesn't. It's just the nature of the profession. So employability is about having skills and understanding. It's about having some self-confidence as well, and a belief that you can do things. And it's knowing what you've got. It's being able to understand all the skills you have and all the experience and be able to explain it to somebody else, because that's how we get jobs.
Employability means to me kind of all of the other extra things that people talk about quite often. And really at the basic level, it's about those softer skills. It's how employable are you? How much value can you add to an organisation, to a company, to a creative project? What can you bring to the table? And that could be your creativity, it could be your personality, it could be your organising skills, it could be your confidence, it could be your people skills. It's a real mixed bag, but it's what makes you different and what makes you stand out. And everybody's got unique traits that make them who they are. And you've really got to be able to put those things across and make yourself employable.
I, working as a careers advisor, of course, would think that employability was central for all kinds of reasons. First of all, people coming into higher education nowadays are putting a lot of investment in student loans. It's an expensive process, and I think there's got to be a return on it. Apart from all of the benefits that you get from higher education, you have to be able to look at using those skills in a job that's going to give you satisfaction. And that's not going to happen unless you're employable. So for me, being employable is part of being fulfilled. Hopefully most people enjoy the 3 years, say, that they spend doing a degree. And I don't want there to be the moment at the end of the degree where they put the foot down for the next step and the next step isn't there. We want those steps to keep going all the way through the life. It's a very, very important part of who you are and how you fulfill yourself.